So I'm in Russia right now, visiting my girlfriend's parents. Her brother made a table, and he doesn't like the way the finish came out. I'm gonna have a go at sanding off his old finish and reapplying it for him. Zdrasty. Here's Mom and Dad's homestead up ahead. Oh, whoa, that's an egg. Oh my gosh. Не это овощи. Это 21. 21 eggs.
Только 3 уже в холодильнике.
Here, let me show you her parents' garden real quick. Я видел город.
Видишь, сколько помидоров?
Помидоры, tomatoes. Очень. И lots of potatoes. Много картошки и яблоко.
Много. Яблоки можно уже есть. Яблоки.
It just keeps going. Some chickens over there in the second house there. And here's the workshop. So Pavel, he painted this with gel stain with a paintbrush, and he didn't wipe it off because he was just kind of winging it. But really what you want to do is you want to wipe it on with a rag and then wipe it off. So you can see a lot of brush strokes, and it's really dark. So I am gonna just sand it back down right now. By the way, in Europe they have a different grit system. Up until about, I think, 300, it doesn't really make much of a difference. But when you get into the higher grits, you should look at a chart just to see how it compares with the American system.
Maybe.
Oh yeah. Отлично. The table has a glass top. That's why you just see a frame here. So in Russia, mineral spirits are called white spirit. That's actually how you pronounce these two words. Anyway, I hope it's actually mineral spirits. That's my guess. Чистый.
Чисто, clean.
Alright, so here's this exotic gil or gel stain. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on and see what happens. I don't know if I mentioned or not, but this is the first time I've ever used a gel. Alright, time to start taking this off. After this, I applied a second coat to get the color I wanted. I decided to add an apron to strengthen the table, and I'm staining the parts here. To make room for the apron, I cut the ends of these braces a bit shorter. Check out the weird Russian-style safety guard on this saw.
Стол делаешь.
I told Grandma that I'm working in the shop. She wanted to see what I'm up to.
She checks you.
Yeah. Я помогаю Павел делать стол.
Надо перчатки одевать.
Here.
Перчатки. Где-то.
И здесь.
Ну хорошо. Вот одевай. Вот я так. Опа, опа.
It's always good to talk to Grandma, even if I don't understand what she says and she doesn't hear what I say. Now I've got enough room to put on the apron. So I think these are stair banisters that Pavel bought, and he's turning them into table legs. So I'm just working with that. I guess the idea is he's going to cut off the two ends. So I'm just kind of mocking it up right now. I used these blocks to attach the tabletop to the base, and the screws I had were a bit short, so I counterbored into them to let the screws sink deep enough. I just cut the balls off at the top here. Got one more to do, and just as I was getting ready to do it, I noticed that it's not quite the same down at the bottom. This one has a longer swirly part. I referenced the bottom of the cove here as my bottom length for the table height. So this leg will have to get cut off right there. I only had a limited amount of time to finish the table, so I didn't get too caught up in the finer details and focused on finishing before we took the train back to Moscow. Привет, бабушка.
Хорошая. Это наше все из самородина.
Да.
У него все упало. А в 2008 году.
Они такие беседки. Привет, попробуй, Юль. Я не знаю, на что нет. Нет. Все. Да, да, уже.
Кончаю, хватит.
Много. Смотри, как много. Много.
I glued and screwed the blocks into place on the apron. Since this wood is so thin, I decided the best thing to do was to screw in from the top, and then I'll color these screw heads with a paint pen. I used more blocks to attach the legs to the apron. My girlfriend's dad helped me flip the table before the legs were secure, and one of the screws holding the frame together came loose, but it was an easy fix. So I chose this finish. Because this is like an exterior interior spar varnish. And the directions are also in 4 languages, including English, so that helped. It's basically a urethane, and I'm familiar with working with that, so I think it'll work well. I applied 1 coat in the morning, waited 6 hours, sanded, then added another coat. The train was leaving that night, right after dinner.
Very beautiful.
Это что? Let's get a picture.
Super.
Good.
Yes, super. Super.
Хорошо. Oh, gotta say bye to this guy and this guy too. Both good guys.
His new friend.
Yeah, he's okay. That wasn't even one life. I really wanted to do something nice for this family, which has welcomed me with such warmth and kindness. I'm glad I was able to help out in this small way.